This podcast is part of Another Happy Studios,
the home of podcasts with passion.
Hello and welcome once again to Talking Pictures Podcast. I'm your host David and joined with me, as always, my co-host Brian. Brian, how are you today?
Grand. So, is this the most out of time we're ever going to be?
No, absolutely not.
What do you mean?
No, we have an episode that we recorded months ago that isn't to release until 2027.
Oh yes, but in this case here, are we technically travelling to the future or will we have travelled to the past?
We're travelling to the future. This is our past. Right now it's our future, but by the time that people are listening to this, it's our past. But it's a great time to kick off the Marvel August that we're having. We decided that with a lot of Marvel projects coming out this year,
and a very tight summer in terms of what's coming out.
Yeah, that we were like, let's record these and let's put them out a little bit later. So
Marvel August,
Marvel August, yeah, we're taking a page out of the book of Another Happy Pod where they would do these themed months. So we're gonna have Daredevil this week, Daredevil Born Again season 2. We'll have the Punisher special next week. Then we're doing Spider-Man Brand New Day.
Correct.
And then we'll have Spider Noir. So we'll do the whole of August doing Marvel projects. So if you don't like Marvel, then see you in September. And if you do like Marvel, you're in for a treat.
We're going to bookend this with Nicolas Cage as Spider Noir. I think folks should tune in.
Now let me ask you this before we continue any further.
Yes.
Will you be watching it in colour or in black and white?
What does it say? True hue?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
You're doing black and white?
Black and white.
Yeah, I'm doing black and white too.
Because the colour version, the colours look overly saturated.
Yeah.
It's too vibrant.
Mm-hmm. Whereas Spider Noir, like, we literally know him as a black and white character.
It's like, go big or go home, you know? Like, there was this one poster where it's his office door and it says Ben Reilly, and it's him standing behind it with the big, Spider Noir goggles. Now, that looks cool in the black and white, but the way like it is in colour, the brown door, and you can see the yellow and the Ben Reilly letters, and you can see him like clearly behind it. It looks cool. I like seeing a little bit more detail, but that's only the poster. That's what I want to do when I'm watching the show, and it's going to be my first time experiencing this. So I think, yeah, go big or go home, commit or walk away, black and white.
Okay, good. I'm glad that we're on the same page with that. I'm kind of curious now of like, if I were to watch it a second time, not that I'm really watching TV shows a second time, would I go back and watch it in colour a second time to nearly compare?
I think, yeah, if you're to watch it a second time, it would be done in colour. That'd be my go-to.
I suppose talking about the Spider Noir, that'll forego our trailer of the week, because it's kind of difficult to do a trailer of the week when we're recording in May and the movie is coming. We're talking about stuff that's coming out in August.
Sure, all the movies have their trailers now. Like, have we gotten to the point now where movies for 2027 release started publishing their trailers?
I don't know. We would have to see.
Maybe Narnia.
Maybe, yeah, some of the maybe early stuff.
Yeah.
The January, February's, Marches.
We'll see. But yeah, no trailers. Let's just get into it.
We're going to talk about Daredevil Born Again Season 2. Where would you like to start?
Season 1 ended with Matt saying to Karen, we're going to need an army of our own. This season ended with Matt not really having an army of his own.
No. I think, right, I'll get it off my chest then. I didn't enjoy Season 2 as much as I enjoyed Season 1.
Funny thing, because I've heard folks say, oh, this is more closer and accurate to the Daredevil we know from the Netflix era.
It's
and the way I view that is like, great, glad you feel that way. Season 1 was better.
And that's very strange to come at it, like, that we both have that opinion. But Season 1 is kind of nearly a mix match of some episodes that were from the previous showrunner and then like retooling things, and like it's not a cohesive story. Like Season 2 is very much like we're picking up and it's one thread the entire time.
Yeah.
Whereas Season 1 had a couple of like nearly episode of the weeks. And we had a couple of different ways to go about things. But for some reason, I don't know, I think I liked that version of it a little bit more than just having the one continuous narrative throughout each of the episodes. Like some of them kind of nearly bleed in together. Whereas if you asked me about Season 1, I would say, oh, there's the bank episode, there's the trial of Hector Ayala,
which is in 2 episodes.
Yeah, there's the Muse storyline as well, the Bullseye storyline. There's so many different like kind of episodes to point out.
The way I view Season 1, like 9 episodes, it's like they cover their little small narratives in like 2 episode arcs nearly. Muse was, scattered throughout, but ultimately his main episodes were like episode 6 and 7. Thanks for me. No, because when I was listening back to our recording of season 1 on our podcast, I mentioned, Muse, which was supposedly, in my opinion, the big bad of Daredevil season 1, was killed and dispatched in episode 7. And I knew he was prominent in the episode before that. So 2 episodes covered there. White Tiger, 2 episodes covered there. Frank Castle was in at least 2 episodes, and they were spread apart, but 2 episodes. We had the first main episode, which introduced it all, and then we had the bank episode. Without the bank episode, we'd have 8 episodes of season 1. So season 1 of Daredevil was broken up to the point where it was an episode of the week with an overarching narrative, which was Daredevil having to come to terms with the fact that he has to be Daredevil once again and take down Kingpin. That's all.
While also having Kingpin trying to be a mayor, a straight-edged mayor and doing things the right way, and him slowly coming back to his Kingpin roots.
It's honestly the perfect way to do your reintroduction of characters we know, but to start them off differently, but then have them revert
come back to center.
To pretty much become the characters we, the fans, want them to be. And that's what they are for the entirety of season 2. And it kind of does frustrate me to see that, because I just see Mayor Fisk become the biggest man-baby hypocrite I've ever come to know. And Matt is too chicken shit to do anything about it because he has his no-kill policy. And I do like that for him as a character. But come on.
I knew that you were going to hate this to jump towards the end, the fact that Fisk gets off scot-free pretty much and is on the beach.
Literally after murdering like 10 people in the hallway. Like murder. And
the doctor as well, from an episode before that.
The doctor.
The police commissioner at the end of the season 1 is like, I remember you from our episode last year where you were literally like, Fisk needs to die. He needs to get his comeuppance. He has to go out like a bitch, like the bitch he is. And then like I'm watching it and he's there on the beach and I'm like, ooh, okay, Brian's not gonna like this, because Fisk for you isn't even a villain that you love to hate. You just hate him.
I like seeing him, but I need him to die. He has to die. You can't send him back to jail at this point. You can't. Now, what I do appreciate is that they put an end, they put a conclusion to him being mayor. He's no longer Mayor Fisk. That arc is done. Whatever the plans they have cooking up for season 3, him being mayor is not going to be part of it. But where do you go from here? Do you know? Like, and I don't want to jump all over the board, but like, I heard that the viewers are not coming in the masses.
Well, and I also heard that. I think that's nearly an unfair kind of statement not statement, but it's an unfair thing to judge, because I think bringing Daredevil back, it's kind of like this big thing of, oh, he's back and this is the first outing in the MCU.
Yeah, a lot of loyal fans wanted this.
Yeah, and okay, I will say this, right? I think this is actually a major factor. Daredevil season 2 came out at the same time that both The Boys and Invincible was on. And that's, I think, people only have so many hours in the day.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this, okay? Invincible, The Boys, and Daredevil was
Boys
out.
and Daredevil, The Boys and Invincible.
Yeah, you weren't watching Daredevil first.
No.
I was the same. Daredevil was not my first priority. If I only had 2 hours to watch something on a Wednesday, I was going to watch The Boys and I was going to watch Invincible. And Daredevil could wait till the next day.
Yeah.
So, like, that's the thing that people are, like, I'm very critical of TV shows at the moment as well, where it's like, oh, we only get 8 episodes every couple of years. But people also don't have time at the moment to be watching so many shows. So when you have 3 that are coming out all on the same day, same amount of time, and they're all kind of in that same genre, like, people are going to pick the
more popular ones.
The more popular ones, yeah, unfortunately, that's the case.
Yeah, you're making me think of something there, but I just completely forgot. One of those things where you just blank out on what I was going to say. But I think maybe one other reason as to why folks are not tuning in to Daredevil is because it's a little bit too close to home.
Yeah, that's with both The Boys and Daredevil.
But I have a counter to The Boys.
Okay.
The Boys is so fantastical in the world they exist in. Superpowers, a heightened reality where it's like they're putting a mirror up of ourselves, of showing our true ugliness, which is definitely in a reality that will never exist in ever. But here's the thing with Daredevil. There is no gods coming down from the sky with lightning hammers. There is no big green monsters. There's no talking trees or animals. There are none of that stuff. The fact that we're watching Daredevil, and the most fantastical element there is about it is that one guy has got precise, accurate, bullseye aim.
Yeah.
And a blind man can fight very well.
Yeah. Well, I take your point, absolutely.
The fact that we're watching Daredevil, which is so close to home, it's nearly like a gritty drama.
Yeah.
You can have your stern uncle who doesn't watch anything other than drama or action.
Yeah.
And he can nearly watch this and tune in on it.
Yeah.
Do you know? And
No, listen, the I think what The Boys is, and I'm sure we talked about this. It's funny because we haven't recorded our Boys episode actually when we're recording this.
Oh, of course we did. Anyone can listen to the Boys episode.
You can listen to it
now.
back. While we're recording this, we haven't watched The Boys finale.
Just give it away, don't you?
But you can go back and listen to what we thought about all of it in our episode we released earlier this year. But what The Boys is this fantastical world where it's like things are presented to you as like, oh, this would be absolutely nuts if this happened. And we're slowly getting to that point as a society where, like, I think there was something there recently where the creator was like, yeah, like genuinely we have Homelander comparing himself to Jesus and God, and like we have this scene where an angel comes down to him, and that it was just the craziest thing we could come up with. And then literally in the same week, the president of the United States puts that exact image of him as Jesus Christ on his Twitter, and it's just like it's not even fantastical anymore. It just feels like, yeah, we're just getting to that point where the real world has become that level of just ridiculous. But on the other hand, to back up your point, Daredevil is on the other end where it's very gritty and real, and it's actually just going to be like, we're not going to do this fantastical element. We're actually just going to take what's happening in the real world and put it under the microscope, and we're going to just shine a light on, oh yeah, we have these air quotes police force that have unbridled power and can just do whatever they want and lock anyone up because they just don't like them or they suspect something of them. And we get that with the vigilante task force in this.
Yeah,
and it's directly comparable to ICE in the United States.
You can watch it on the TV and hate it, and root against them in favor of your heroes. But you're not doing that in real life. But you're afraid to face that because
it's real when it's real life. When it's on TV, it's you're safe at home. It's fine. It's happening to someone else.
But when you do know it is happening in real life, but you're avoiding that, and you're going home to sit down on your couch that this is my TV time, and you're going to watch what you're avoiding.
Yeah. You don't want to do that. No, you don't. A lot of times you sit down to watch a movie and you want to be transported to a different world that's not your own life. So if that's something that you're facing every day and you switch on Disney Plus and like, right, I'm going to watch Daredevil, and then you see people getting literally thrown in cages, you're like, you know what? I'm not really in the mood for this right now.
Yeah. You might be for The Boys because
it's a bit more fantastical. Yeah.
It's The Boys. Like the stuff we see in The Boys, go back and listen to it. Or just watch The Boys again, because that's what we did. But
or even Invincible, because it's animated, you're kind of nearly a step removed from it almost.
Yeah, like there's no way that can be real.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's one reason why I think maybe folks aren't tuning in to watch Daredevil, because it's just too it's too
real. It's too real. That's what it is.
It is too real. Like, when are the Avengers coming back?
That's actually one thing I have as a criticism as well. Something that I would have praised the MCU for in previous years is like its interconnectivity, and how it's going to, any character can pop up at any time. But now it's actually to its detriment, where I'm like, it's so hard to believe that this is an interconnected world now, because the events of this take place, and I'm like,
where the fuck is Spider-Man?
Where is Spider-Man? Spider-Man would not let this happen. The only thing that would stop Spider-Man from doing this is Sony. Like, Sony is getting in the way of this interconnected universe because they just don't like Spider-Man appearing in things that aren't like a Spider-Man film or an Avengers film.
Lower tier. It's too lower tier to them.
Yeah, and it's like, it breaks the immersion for me to have these things going on and not have things that make sense within the world happen. Like, you're telling me that vigilantes or people that are associated with vigilantes are being locked up for no reason, and there's an armed militia patrolling the streets of New York City, and Spider-Man isn't going to get involved? We don't even get reference to him. We got a reference in the first season where Fisk is on TV, and he references Daredevil and like a man dressed as a spider, a man dressed as a bug, you know, that was Wilson Fisk there. We actually got him in studio. You get little references to it, but nothing this season. And I was like, oh, come on, like just make a little bit of effort to have some interconnectivity.
Well, they did interconnect Valerie DeFontaine, the one who created the New Avengers, who's behind them. So she's definitely protecting them. But like, while I agree with you, part of me just views this as, I'm fine to keep them separate. I'm fine to just watch the likes of Daredevil and his mystical band of nitwits and the Punisher, and I'm happy.
See, that's the next level to it, where because the Punisher was so involved in season 1, and not even that he was so involved, but that he was involved in season 1, and then in Spider-Man, which we'll be talking about in 2 weeks, the Punisher is there. It's like, come on, you're a step away from it. Like, just you're doing it right in some aspects, but wrong in other aspects.
I don't know. How can I describe it? There's no way to have a cohesive conversation because we could just get sidetracked so easily. But
what's the ultimate outcome of this? Would you like to see Spider-Man and Daredevil? Yes, of course.
I would like.
No one is not saying that.
Not necessarily. I would like to see Spider-Man interact with Daredevil, preferably in a movie. If I'm going to be honest.
And listen, come here, come back in 2 weeks, because by the looks of it, maybe.
I don't know.
Where does Matt Murdock end up at the end of the season?
Jail.
Where do we see Spider-Man in the trailer for Brand New Day?
Jail.
There's a possibility. Maybe there's a reason why he's in jail. Maybe there's a reason why. And what do we know of Daredevil? Who he fights?
Ninjas.
Yeah, he fights the Hand.
Yeah.
And who's one of the villains in Spider-Man? It seems to be the Hand.
Yeah.
So,
which is a very strange thing. That's like bringing characters. That's like in the Star Wars world, bringing characters who originated from animation into live action, even though if it's still TV shows. It's like seeing the Hand in the Netflix era of Daredevil is one thing, but now seeing them in the movies, in a Spider-Man movie, the MCU, where shit happens, where it's more canon events than anything to do with TV. It's like, you're bringing the Hand in and not Daredevil. What the hell? What the fuck?
Yeah.
Do you know, like, I'd rather just not have that be the case. Just have him fight someone else altogether. But yeah, go nuts with the Hand. But what I'm trying to say is,
like, that if Daredevil isn't in it, it's like, now you're messing with us. You're messing with us, that you're setting up all these dominoes, or you're giving us the maths, and I'm looking at the equation and I'm going, oh yeah, 2 + 2 = 4, and they go, actually it's 3. Like, why'd you think it was 4? Like, we're gonna put all these things that make sense in front of you, but we're just not gonna give it to you. And it's like, if but we'll talk about that in 2 weeks' time. We'll see what the story is with Spider-Man.
As of recording this, I'm still waiting to watch trailer 2 of Spider-Man Brand New Day.
Did that come out?
As of recording, yet no. But
okay, right, yeah. Well, then we've only seen the one trailer. The one trailer. I was genuinely like, did something come out? I know they released something today that was like some behind the scenes.
What do you mean today? That was like months ago.
Oh, right, yeah, go on.
But I don't mind not seeing the references and the wider world of the MCU being mentioned in Daredevil, because at the end of the day, what are my expectations? What do I expect? What do I want? I'm not gonna get them. I know not to get them, and I'm getting to the point where I don't care that I don't get an answer to them, because I feel like we've gotten to the point of the MCU where they've just delivered so much content on Disney Plus that they're never going to be mentioned again. And they're only created for the sake of creating content, not for the sake of expanding the wider world of the MCU.
Yeah.
All right. I'm talking about the likes of She-Hulk. No, apparently no one wants to see her again. I'm talking about the likes of Secret Invasion. Everyone hates that. What about the Eternals, where we both like? When are we going to get them back? So Moon Knight, a major one. So the fact that I feel like the MCU as a whole, in terms of the in-world universe and multiverse, whatever you want to call it, it's a little bit tarnished because we've gotten content that are treated as like one and done for the wrong reasons, like the lists I just mentioned. But one and done kind of is a good reason, which can be viewed for the likes of Wonder Man, a good one and done, and hey, we're getting season 2. So like, when I say one and done, I mean like one shots or standalones. You know,
I think that what they've hit on with their special presentations are a great idea. It's like, if that's the way you want to do it, but if you're going to make a whole series of them and introduce us and make us care about them. And it's like, all right, yeah, but we're not going to have them again. It's like, well, why'd you make me care about them? Like I quite enjoyed Werewolf by Night.
Yeah.
And that's not a character that I'm like mad to see again. But I really enjoy Werewolf by Night.
Yeah. But like Wonder Man was a great show, but I don't know if many people did watch them. But there was it was perceived very well, so we're getting a season 2.
Yeah.
But
I think the MCU's it's gotten to be too big. It's gotten so big that it can't do what it did really well in that first instance, in the first 3 phases, let's say, where there is a level of interconnectivity that was unparalleled for the time. But now it's so big that they can't seem to actually scale it back and have that interconnectivity.
Yeah. So like that's why I don't care about not seeing any references or connections, even if they're just people talking about them. I don't care. It doesn't bother me anymore.
Okay.
So
let's talk about the show that we did get then.
Oh, well, I'm not done yet.
Oh, sorry.
No, yeah, I'm not done yet. Don't interrupt me again. No, joke, I like you. In referring to the show, Daredevil, when I view the MCU, you look at, right, what's the pivotal moments, the pivotal movies, the pivotal entries? Spider-Man movies, Captain America movies, what once were Iron Man movies, and the Avengers movies. Anything else is secondary. You know, they can be they're definitely one shot standalone narratives, but obviously feed into the wider net, which is what we call the Avengers. But for the likes of Daredevil Born Again, the fact that this is the one show that is getting 3 seasons now. Loki only got 2, and that was just part 2 of 1.
Oh yeah, season 1 and 2 of Loki is essentially one story.
Yeah, whereas Daredevil's getting 2 seasons. You know, the only other thing confirmed getting a second season, Wonder Man, that's not going to be until like 2028 or 29.
Which is crazy because the fact that season 2 of Daredevil was filmed before season 1 came out, and season 3 is filming
right now.
Presumably we'll get it in a year's time. So it's like, so it is feasible to do this. It is feasible to get these things out to a good quality relatively quickly. Yeah,
and as I mentioned with the MCU having, you know, thriving with their one narrative, with their movies, with, you know, Spider-Man, Captain America, Avengers. That's what I view Daredevil in the TV show for the Disney Plus stuff. I view Daredevil as, yes, this is the premium prime narrative for what's going on over at this side of the MCU world through this medium. And the reason I bring that up is because if it's not being viewed or perceived as positively and as in masses, they're just going to cancel it or just not make any more. And if we only get 3 seasons of Daredevil, like, I'm going to be happy we have him, but what's next?
Yeah.
Where are we going to get more Kingpin? When will we get more Kingpin? I could say the same for Daredevil. I'm saying that right now for the likes of Punisher, because he doesn't have a confirmed TV series. That's thanks for the presentation. Want more, please? You know, listen to next week's episode. But yeah, like, it's, I don't know, like, either we can talk an hour we can talk hours about it.
It's hard whenever we do a Marvel thing because we always end up talking about the universe at whole.
Yeah,
and we like nearly flip flop because things come out so months apart.
Should we invest in buzzers to just you're deviating?
Yeah, too much cinematic universe.
Yeah. All right, let's talk about Daredevil Born Again season 2.
Okay. Where would you like to start?
You beat me, man. Like, I don't know. Like, I it's a little bit awkward to remember because, like, I watched them as they came out. So, like, Karen and Matt are together. Okay, that doesn't bother me none. Bullseye he's immediately doing the thing I predicted he was going to do, which is kind of like feel guilty for killing Foggy and go on his quest for
redemption.
Yeah.
Well, you want to talk about it? I suppose you're right in that it's kind of hard to talk about it plot wise because it is one continuous arc throughout the entire show. So this entire season, so we can go character by character instead. I think that makes the most sense.
Right, sure. Then Matt.
I missed Matt.
Because when he showed up at the very end, when he showed up to court. Yeah, that was great.
I like the narrative that Fisk spun, where we're trying to find the vigilante Daredevil. We have all eyes in the city, but because Fisk knows who Daredevil is, he's like, okay, let's do this a different way. And we have this whole motif of Matt Murdock missing, Daredevil wanted. So everyone in the city is looking for these 2 men, but guess what? They're looking for 1 man. They just don't know it yet. I liked that kind of spin on it, that narrative, and it forced Matt to essentially, like, that's the whole thing with season 1, is that it's Matt Murdock slowly sliding back into being Daredevil.
Oh, when he kicks the shit out of cops there who turn out to be an anti-vigilante task force. He beats them up in his apartment as Matt, not Daredevil. It's a great scene.
It is. And that scream at the end is like, oh man, he hates himself for it. But then on the opposite end of the spectrum, it's this season has Matt no longer there and it's Daredevil, and it's nearly like slowly trying to get back to Matt almost.
Yeah. And he's in a situation where they are on the run. They are in hiding.
Nowhere is safe, yeah. Because their apartment is broken into. They're just nowhere to go.
Yeah, they're not living a civilized society. They're not living their normal lives. They're not working jobs. They're on their own. They're like what we expect to see the Rebel Alliance to be against the Empire. And it's very much small scale because it's in New York. The fact that the likes of Cherry and his solicitor companions are like working jobs knowing that they are going to lose, and they're being told to their faces, yeah, you're not going to win this court case. Yeah, Fisk is ruling everything with an iron fist.
Yeah, it's a Fisk's court, and he runs it, and you've got so many elements working against you where if you're a vigilante or you're deemed to be pro-vigilante or anything like that, you get a psychoval, and you get a psychoval from someone who is anti-vigilante and is in Fisk's pocket and is just making up the test results to make you look bad in court.
Remind me to bring her up again.
Yeah, no, I'm sure we will.
I have something very bad to say about her.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But
also, like, Karen is on the run. Like, she's a wanted vigilante as well.
Of all people.
So neither of them are safe. Like, they can't leave the apartment without being in some kind of a disguise.
Yeah. So look, it's Daredevil for the most part. And the fact that he's constantly fighting the anti-vigilante task force, is there an acronym we can call them?
AVTF, not one that rolls off. We just call it the task force.
Task force.
Yeah.
Yes. It's just overbearing to having to constantly fight them off one by one, and even just seeing the faces, the one guy Powell, the blatant.
The way that you feel about Fisk is how I feel about Powell. I hate him so much. Like great for the actor to make me hate him. Yeah. But I fucking hate him.
Yeah. But we'll get to them.
Yeah.
But Matt Murdock, as much as it is frustrating for him to always have to fight these goons, it's also great to see him come out on top. But his no-kill policy does kind of get on me a little bit, even though I am rooting for him in that no-kill policy in general, and with a particular someone who's great aim. It does bother me because Karen is spelling that out for him in block letters, making it easy to communicate to him that we have to kill these folks or else they're just going to keep coming back.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing that Matt struggles with a lot of the time, because that was his whole arc in season 3. Like, he was prepared to kill Fisk. Like, he had come to that conclusion himself, and it was the people around him that convinced him otherwise. And it's like Matt lost his way and he was brought back to the side of good. He was brought back to his beliefs, and now it feels like everyone is getting beaten down and ground down to be where he was nearly in season 3. When I say season 3, I'm talking about the Netflix show.
I know.
The like, everyone else has gotten to where he was there, and now he has to be the person that goes, no, we're better than that. You know, if you kill a killer, how many killers are there in the world? Still the same amount, you know, because you've become a killer. He has a moral compass for a reason. He's also, it's something that is way more explored kind of within the Netflix show, but he's like a devout Christian. Like, he's within the Catholic sect of the church. So, like, that's a big part for him. So, he's not going to kill someone. I think if he did kill someone, like, for me, it was a jaw-dropping moment in season 1 when he pushed Bullseye off that building in the very first episode, because of after Foggy had died. And it was like, oh my God, who is this guy? Who is Matt Murdock
probably
now?
One of the best moments. Like, I'm probably going to YouTube that when I get home.
Yeah, it's incredible. And so, if I saw Daredevil purposefully kill someone, I'd be like, no, that's not you. You've gone too far. Like,
unless they did it for a narrative purpose.
Yeah, it would have to be like pushing Dexter off the roof. That's the narrative purpose. You know, it's like he did not care about him because he killed Foggy. Yeah. And that's the whole the crux, I suppose, of the relationship between Daredevil and Punisher as well, where Daredevil says you go too far and Punisher says you don't go far enough. Punisher says you beat these guys up, you send them to jail, they're back out on the street in a week. I put them down and they don't get back up. That's the whole the point at which they fight in that. And I think that will be something that we can discuss as well in Brand New Day. I think that will essentially, what Frank is to Daredevil is what Frank is going to be for Spider-Man as well, where Spider-Man is probably going to be in a darker place because he's on the fringes of society. You know, he doesn't have his friends, he doesn't have Aunt May, he doesn't have anyone, he doesn't have the Avengers. Nobody knows who he is.
Completely alone.
So Frank may be the one to say, like, you know, if you're going to do this, do it properly, and, you know, don't let them get back up. And
technically, the way the Spider-Man movies have been going with Tom Holland, he's got one mentor figure to look up to, Iron Man, kinda Nick Fury, and
then Doctor Strange,
and
now it's Punisher, and it's like, this is not a good influence. This is not someone to look up to, baby.
It's one we want to see.
But it's a dynamic we want to see.
Yeah.
We got a little tiny bit of it in the first trailer. We'll be talking about it in 2 weeks' time. For us, it's a couple of months' time. But
time travel.
So I don't think that Matt should break his no-kill rule. Absolutely not.
Do you know what I really liked in this? It was all over the marketing, but I just loved seeing it here as well. It's that cheeky smile he makes when he grabs the gun and he refuses to pull the trigger and he just takes them out. It's just that cheeky smile. Just seeing Matt smile. Why?
I don't know. There's just something about him. Yeah. Because he can only, when he's in the Daredevil costume, he can only express with his mouth. Because you can't see his eyes.
Yeah, but
you can't see the rest of his face. It's only just that mouth.
It's kind of like seeing this is who Matt truly is, but seeing him while in disguise.
Kind of nearly like the devil coming out of him. Like, this is as bad as it's going to get.
Yeah, but it's as bad as it's going to get, but he's not going to kill them. He's just going to take them out. But the fact that he made them think that he could have killed them.
Yeah.
You know?
He kind of nearly needs to remind people that sometimes. It's like, you're only alive because I'm letting you be alive.
Yeah.
Just so you know.
That one's fight where the guy, the task force nearly took the mask off him when they tried to kill Cherry, and then Bullseye saves him. Like, that was a great moment there, but it was a great fight as well. One of the cool things about his battens, I love that he can like use them like as a propeller. He can fire it, and it can like he can use it as like a grappling hook. But he can also use it to like pull people away or, you know, hoist them back against the wall. Yeah. It's an offensive weapon, a defensive weapon, and for traversal. Like, they're very, very dynamic. It's a cool weapon. It's one of my favorite things about it. You know, as the season went on, as we got to the final 2 episodes, and we got a little bit of lawyer Matt Murdock, I was like, I forgot how much I actually really enjoyed just the lawyer aspects of it. Like, I thought back to the whole Hector Ayala part of season 1 and thinking back to the Netflix series and having the trial of Frank Castle. Like, I really actually enjoyed the lawyer parts of this. I wouldn't mind, you know, a spin-off series to Daredevil that's just Nelson and Murdoch or something like that. Like, just having the actual lawyer part of it. Yeah. I wouldn't mind seeing that. I don't know, because the more you get of one thing, you're just going to want the other then, you know? Oh yeah, no, absolutely. You should have Daredevil continue as it is, but just give me that a little bit more. Like, I just like the lawyer parts of it. I agree. You should have seen the look on my face when he walked through those doors. Like, my co-counsel is just about to arrive. In walks Matt Murdock. Yeah. And goosebumps. And we also got then as well, to kind of wet our whistle of it, we got a flashback episode. Yeah, I think I read somewhere that the actor who played Foggy was going to return. Good. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. I don't know about you. I really enjoyed the fact that they went back to the Netflix ratio, the aspect ratio. I didn't cop that. Oh yeah, so the show was in letterboxed, and Netflix was always full screen. So like when they go back, and they also like a lot of the lighting was like very Netflix style. Oh yeah, it was very grimy and green. And it looked like Netflix, and I was like, or the Netflix show of it, and I was like, this is a great commitment to just showing that it is a flashback. Yeah, it was great. This is from a time where you first watched these characters. Yeah, Nelson and Murdoch. I didn't cop that at all. No, I noticed that. I think the most distinct thing about it was the fact that Foggy had longer hair, which I'm not gonna lie, I liked Foggy when he had shorter hair and he had a beard. He looked more mature looking that way. He did, yeah, but there is kind of an innocence to him when he is longer hair and a little bit like chubbier in the cheeks. But I don't like him being being made a fool of when the guy who used to bully him, he's not only gets him off, he gets him to be innocent, gets him off, saved away from jail, but he gives him money. Like, I'm definitely thinking about what Matt was thinking. Like, you gave him away all your money. Do you know how many rounds you're going to be buying us for the next years? Even though Matt is probably thinking, yeah, Foggy, good job. You're one of the good ones. Which is why he's a big loss when he's no longer there.
Yeah, he definitely miss Foggy.
Yeah, Foggy plays a role. It's just a shame that the actor doesn't get to play that role in the Born Again stuff, you know?
Yeah.
But while we're talking about him, what do you make of the fact that, like, I don't feel compelled to talk much about Daredevil in the majority of the show, because it's you know, it's what we get, it's what we expect. Takes out these goons here, does the next job. Another great fight was when he did free everyone from those cages.
Yeah,
and
that, again, reminiscent of the Netflix kind of those hallway sequences.
Yeah.
And even the in the first episode of season 1, like these kind of long extended sequences.
Yeah.
That was, in my memory, the only kind of big Daredevil sequence, I think, this season. But you're right, there's so much Daredevil. There's not much to actually say, because it's like you're constantly in the Daredevil space.
Yeah, but that's why I'm happy to jump right to the court scene where he
reveals. Yeah, well, before we jump there, I do really enjoy the visualization of Matt's powers.
Did we not talk about that?
Not this episode. We may have talked about it in season 1, but the whole, like, when he is listening out and the kind of the focus gets pulled in and the aspect ratio changes, and
the black bars zoom in to, you want to listen into something, we're going to make the audience, we're going to show them what it is that Matt is listening in on.
Yeah, we're getting it in a visual sense, whereas Matt is just getting the audio for it.
Yeah,
I like it a lot. I wish it happened more.
I'm not going to say I wish we got it more, because the amount of times we do get it, I think it fills the role that we need. Anytime we get it, we needed it. Anytime we don't get it, we don't need it.
Well, I when I say I wanted more of it, in the same way that I want more of Spider-Man swinging. Like, I enjoy watching it. Like, I want to see more of it, you know?
Oh, no, I'm definitely saying the same thing again.
Yeah.
Spider-Man swinging, we get them swinging all the time. I'm not going to be missing that.
Yeah. Well, it's just something that, like, I enjoy it so much that I'm like, yeah, anytime I have it, like, they've never done it in a way that I'm like, okay, calm down with that. Do you know, like...
Oh, well, sure, leave them wanting more, isn't that what they say?
Yeah, that's true. That's fair. But yeah, the trial at the end just really just proves why Matt is such a good lawyer. You know, because he basically throws out the whole, not even the court case, but just the whole trial system, because it's just, this is all in Mayor Fisk's pocket. And he gave Fisk a chance, because they did have that fight a couple of episodes before, and he's like, listen, let's just, we both love this city. If we both truly love it, let's both leave.
Yeah.
You know, it's better off without us. I'm willing to do that. And
it's not the best time to be telling Fisk to do something like that.
No, definitely not. But the fact that Matt went into that courtroom and he knew, I'm revealing that I'm Daredevil. Like, when I go in here, like, my life has changed forever. And he was willing to do that. Like, he was putting his money where his mouth is, where he would say, maybe we should leave New York. And I'd say he knew what the consequences of revealing his identity were going to be. But that was the best thing that could have been done for New York.
I have a bit of respect for Fisk even toying with the fact I could ruin you. And you sure you really want to do this? Like, oh, so you're asking, do you want to do this, Daredevil? Because, you know, you're just threatening to... Fisk was just threatening to reveal it in front of everyone else. It was like, no, that's my plan. I'm going to do it myself. Like, there's no going back.
No.
There's no undoing this, unlike what Spider-Man did, which... It's more so of a Spider-Man thing to remain... his
anonymous,
identity, identity has to be a mystery for the likes of Spider-Man and Batman. That's it. Daredevil, you can ebb and flow with it, and it's not part of
secret identities are so loosey goosey in the MCU anyway. Like, I couldn't tell you anyone that has a secret identity. If you had asked me that before Daredevil season 2, I would have said, yeah, Daredevil and Spider-Man. And now it's just pretty much Spider-Man. Like,
but it was always a Spider-Man thing. Of every entry of Spider-Man we've ever had in our lives, it's always been a Spider-Man. Like, they've normalized the fact that his Aunt May knows that. Oh
yeah, that was not the case. Yeah, before Tom Holland.
But they normalized that. But the whole world knowing, that's a different story. And the fact that you know, Matt Murdock can just turn around and just declare to the whole court, I am Daredevil. I sat up for a bit. That kind of gave me a bit of goosebumps.
Yeah, because it's a change. It's like, okay, we're going to go into season 3 of Daredevil, and everyone will know that it's Matt Murdock.
So it's kind of funny, anytime he's going to be fighting these goons, if they've been paying attention to the news, they're going to go, that's the blind lawyer. it's just funny now. There is no going back. So how will they manage that going forward?
Yeah.
Will we get further seasons about it? And then Matt coming to save Fisk from a angry mob and just pulling everyone down and just begging Fisk to leave. I'm happy to, Matt not kill him. I dug the angry mob bit. But Matt going to jail and the other fucking guy didn't.
Yeah, it's a hard pill to swallow.
It's a shovel of pills to swallow. But he's going to jail because he was a vigilante. Okay. Thanks.
Listen, we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
We'll see.
Yeah.
Things could change. I mean, things have to change. We're getting season 3.
Yeah,
it's not like he's in jail and there's no news of a season 3. Like, it's being filmed right now. So
yeah, apparently they're gonna have beards. Did you see that photo of them?
No.
Yeah, they have beards. Both Matt Murdock and Wilson Fisk.
I didn't even know Wilson Fisk was going to be in it.
Of course he is.
I thought that we would move into a season 3 where Fisk isn't the bad guy. I thought we would move into kind of similar to how season 2 of Daredevil was, where the Hand was the bad guy.
Oh, no, that's what we're getting.
Okay, good.
They're introducing new villains, so they said.
Good.
But Fisk is still going to be there. But if you're not going to do a season 3, come on, bookend this at some point. I can't live in a world where Fisk is still living. Do you want to talk about him?
Yeah.
Bitch had it coming. She killed Foggy. And her death was necessary for Fisk's development.
Yeah, it was. Listen, I listened to our first episode, or our episode we did on season 1 there, and you said the exact same thing. It's like, no, Vanessa Fisk has to die as well. And so you obviously got that this time around. I wasn't expecting it.
Neither was I.
I don't think anyone really was.
No.
But was it deserved? Yeah, she became as much of a villain as Fisk was in that first season. But that being said, I'm sad to see her go, because I did like her as a villain.
Nah.
No, I knew you wouldn't.
No,
I knew you wouldn't agree.
Of course I'm not going to agree with you. She's the one who I blame for Foggy's death, not Bullseye. Strangely enough. Maybe because Bullseye's a cool character, but we'll get to him. I think it's also the smaller things as well, where we get to have her become an actual character, not a MacGuffin for Fisk to gawk over. And the fact that she is just as guilty as her former boyfriend, who she did like, but she killed because Fisk would go to jail if she let him go. Also, having dinner with Fisk in a room full of caged people doesn't sit right with me.
No.
She's too normal of a villain to be complicit in those type of actions, to the point where she's more psychopathic than Fisk, because Fisk has to be like that because he is a comic book character.
Yeah.
Vanessa is a human being, and I just can't bear a character like her to continue anymore. Similarly to some of the other characters in Fisk's party, they're more normal than anything else,
Well, with Fisk, I felt like at the end of season 1, like we said there, it was Fisk starting out as Wilson and moving slowly into the Kingpin role, and I was like, okay, great. Season 2, we're going to be it's Mayor Kingpin. It's no longer Mayor Fisk. And I felt like as we came into this season, that wasn't the case so much. But then as Vanessa died, then it's like, okay, now we're just going full Kingpin.
Yeah.
So I was glad of that, because I kind of nearly wanted him to go into a bit more of the big bad guy, just like brazen about it and not trying to act cool or anything like that. Like, it just needed to happen, I think, to make him snap.
Yeah. We knew he was going to kill the Doctor. We knew he was going to kill him.
I didn't know that. I was actually surprised.
Were you?
Yeah, in that moment, yeah, absolutely.
You being sarcastic?
No, genuinely, I wasn't expecting it at all.
Really?
Yeah, really.
No, of course he was going to kill him.
No.
He's talking to... in his eyes, he let Vanessa die. I like the fight he has with Murdoch, where they ruined the painting. We're not going to get that anymore.
Yeah, that's the thing. That painting was such a big thing for Fisk. Like, even we said it there for season 1, that like it's great that they had that carry over from the Netflix show to this. Even with the blood splatter there, like, Fisk still loves the painting, and now it's destroyed. Now he can never get it back. Like Vanessa is gone.
Serves him right. I don't like her.
I know. That's fine.
Nothing good to say about her.
But we get a few Fisk fights as well, because we get him the boxing fight. Then we get the fight with him and Daredevil where the painting is ruined, and then you kind of touched on it earlier when he absolutely decimated
Dude.
so many of these New Yorkers that he loves, and he's like snapping them and throwing them against the
Do
wall.
you remember when he opened the door? He just goes, boo!
Yeah,
And
he goes full on like comic book villain in that moment. Like, he's no longer just a superhero villain. He's a comic book villain.
This is Kingpin, like we saw in either the Spider-Man Insomniac game or in Into the Spider-Verse.
Yeah, absolutely. 100% correct.
Like a super powered villain. Like he can just two fists together, slam on a guy's head, and he's dead.
Yeah.
Like, this guy's just going all out. I like that very much. And then him just coming up at the top of the stairs, and he's saying, I did everything for you. And then just the angry mob of people just swarm up the stairs. And like, he was taking them on one by one.
Yeah, like he was going for it.
This is like 100 people, one gorilla type of situation. Like, it really is. And I kind of dug the idea that the people of New York were turning against Fisk and that they swarmed him. Like, that he couldn't take him on any longer. I like that. Like, I knew they weren't going to kill him. But they're not. It would blow him. It would be a shock, and I would like it if they killed the likes of Kingpin mid-season sometime of a given Daredevil show, not the finale of something. And he has to die a villain, can't die a hero. Because of...
No, I couldn't see him get a redemption arc.
No. After all the deaths he just killed, like, get away scot-free. Just literally, the police don't arrest him. I don't understand that. That does not make sense to me. He literally murdered all these people. He's going to prison.
Well, think about it. All the police that were probably around him were the task force, so they probably just let him get in a car and go.
But they all stood aside then. They did.
Yeah, but I bet they're still afraid of him. Like, a lot of them are probably like, oh, he's still the mayor.
I think they just took the easy route by doing it off screen, by cutting away. They literally just cut away, and then it's 6 months later or something like that, or 6 weeks.
I don't even know. Yeah.
Sometime
later.
I don't like that. It's one of those situations where, when a person is kidnapped in one scene and the next scene they're already tied up. Like, they never show the process of tying them up because
it's just assumed. Yeah,
it's assumed. It's awkward to film. Okay, whatever. But yeah, I like Kingpin still. Like, not much to say on it, to be honest. Like, I feel like there's not much to say when it comes to the likes of Daredevil and Kingpin. But everyone else, let's go. Who do you want to go next? I want to save the best for last, by the way.
That's all right. I would like to talk about then my homegirl. She's back. She's badass. She's better than ever. And this time, she's got a daughter. That's my girl, Jessica Jones.
Alright, so fill me in. This is my first introduction of Jessica Jones. I will not be watching the TV show.
And you know what? That hurts me. Because I said to you, we talked about it in the first season. I said, I really hope they bring Jessica Jones into it. It was after the fact then we found out, oh, they are bringing Jessica Jones into it. And I said to you, you should really watch at least the first 2 seasons of her show. Because it's a good show. And you watch Daredevil and you watch Punisher. I don't know why you wouldn't watch Jessica Jones. But now that you've seen her, it hurts me to know that seeing her hasn't made you even a little bit interested in watching her show.
No.
It's a shame.
No, it's not my fault. They only had her in like 3 episodes.
Oh yeah, they used her very sparingly.
I felt like we got more Frank Castle in season 1 than we did Jessica Jones in season 2 here. Funny to think that at one point we had Jessica on the roof with Matt and up comes Cherry, and I'm thinking, David said those two would have worked well together.
Yeah.
Did you think that?
Yeah.
When you saw, no, did you
They're both private investigators.
Is she a private investigator?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's where she ends the season, back in her
office.
Alias Investigations.
Is that her office?
Yeah.
Was she in hiding when we see her?
Yeah, I think so. I'm not 100% sure on like some of the aspects about it. Like, there's the whole thing with Matthew Lillard's character, and Luke Cage was away, and that's who she has the daughter with. So they're obviously a couple, and then at the end of the series, like, Poindexter is going with Matthew Lillard, and I was like, I still don't even really fully know what the story was with Matthew Lillard's character. It was kind of just like a throwaway, oh, this is a scene with Matthew Lillard, and I wasn't like particularly...
It's just the next box to tick of things Matthew Lillard has started appearing in the last 2 years, and it's only a growing list now. Did you see that he was cast in Superman Man of Tomorrow?
I did, yeah.
Great, isn't it? Anywho,
yes, I like Matthew Lillard. I just hope that he's not just cast for the sake of being cast, you know?
People are already predicting he's going to Jim Gordon.
That's fine, yeah.
But Jessica Jones. When did we last see her? Season 3 of Jessica Jones?
Yep.
Did that end in a cliffhanger or whatever? How did that end?
Can't remember exactly, but no, I don't think so.
Okay, so Yeah, she was good.
She's good.
She was good. Yeah,
I like the fact that we get a little bit of development for her, that we know that her and Luke are together. Because they weren't together by the end of the show.
Was it teased with the Defenders?
They had been together. They'd slept together and...
Oh, did they?
Yeah, like Luke Cage appears throughout her first season and like he's part of the story and all this kind of stuff.
Cool.
That's before the Luke Cage show.
Cool.
And in the comic books, yeah, they're married and they have a kid together. So it was just nice, I suppose, to introduce that kid. And look, time has progressed for this character as well over the last couple of years between when we last saw her and now. So that was great to see. There's also some kind of development with her powers, that they're not always working, which is an interesting thing because her powers aren't quite defined, I don't think. As in, like, where... what
suggested endurability and strength.
Yeah. So we don't know... Like, well, we don't know why they're not working, I suppose.
But what are her powers?
She has, like, invulnerability and super strength and speed and... Well, not speed, but, like, relatively faster than the average person.
How?
What do you mean?
How does she have these powers?
I can't remember exactly, to be honest with you.
Is she just born with...
Listen, no, it's been a long time, okay? I can't remember everything about every superhero, okay? If you want to know, Brian, I have 2 seasons of a show that you can watch, okay? It's called Jessica Jones.
Why I thought she had 3 seasons.
Yeah, well, like, all 3 seasons are good, but the first 2 seasons are great.
Okay.
I really like the first 2 seasons, and that's a lot down to the main villain and the interactions that happen between them.
Oh, yeah, the doctor.
No.
No? I'm thinking of someone else.
Oh, no, yeah, sorry, the Doctor, yeah. No, I thought you were talking about a character called the Doctor, but yes, David Tennant is yes.
Were you disappointed by how little she was in the show?
Yeah, I nearly was like, when she was finally introduced, I was like, oh yeah, I forgot Jessica Jones was even going to be in this, because it feels like so long.
It's like episode 5 or 6.
Yeah, it felt too long. I was glad when she was in it, and I'm glad that she got a fight sequence, and I'm glad that that she was used in a way that was fitting to her. You know, she actually participated within the story. It wasn't just a glorified cameo or anything like that.
And she left when it felt like
we didn't have anything for her, so she should be away.
You know, when you were bringing up Jessica Jones there, I actually thought you were talking about Karen Page until you mentioned daughter. It's like, oh, she and Frank hook up.
Her and Frank have this kind of like...
brother-sister relationship?
No, I wouldn't say brother-sister. I would say a bit of a, like, will they, won't they kind of relationship. Where, like, there is this kind of attraction between them, but they've never been together.
Yeah.
And I think that's kind of nearly down to Frank still haunted by the ghost of his wife.
Oh no, he's still married to her, you see.
Yeah, so like they've always had that kind of will they won't they relationship,
yeah.
And you can kind of see that in the special presentation as well.
Yeah, we didn't talk about that next because it's not released next. The special presentation releases next week, but sure,
we'll talk about it next week.
Yeah, we'll talk about it next week. I like fucking with time on this. It's the closest time travel we'll ever get to.
We never know.
But I like Karen Page in this season. I like making this what was once a damsel in distress person who's so close to actually committing cold-blooded murder herself. I like she's taken an active role in trying to take down the Kingpin.
I don't know if I
agree. Why? What's wrong with her?
I don't
What's
know
wrong with you?
No, I don't. I just don't know if I like that trope of turning the damsel in distress into the kind of nearly not more heroic, but like she's willing to go further than the actual hero.
More
itself.
Violent, more edgy.
Yeah, like it's one thing when it's like, say, in Terminator with Sarah Connor, because Sarah Connor is then the main character.
Yeah.
But I just don't know if it works for Karen. I don't know if I like it as much.
Hey, you don't have to like it, but like, I mean, it is what it is, and I like she stands up to Kingpin, and she doesn't really flinch when he chokes her.
I suppose I do like it that she's capable, that she's not constantly looking for Matt to do something about it. Like, she will take things into her own. She'll go about things herself, and she'll get things done if they need to be done. But yeah, that she has multiple interactions, one with Kingpin and one with the therapist as well, where she's in danger, and she even goes to the protests as well, and like she's caught by the task force there.
Yeah.
And you know, she puts herself in harm's way. Yeah,
and she stands up to a lot of them as well. Like, she stands up to, especially to the therapist. Yeah. I think this is the most I've liked Karen. If I'm going to be honest, this is the most, like, she was barely in season 1, now she's all over season 2. I like it. It's pretty good.
And I can't complain about that, because like I do quite like Karen and Foggy, and it's one of the things I missed most in season 1 was the fact that they're not there. So I can't really complain that Karen is here, because that's exactly what I want. I want her around, because I do like her, absolutely, and I don't get me wrong in my complaint about that trope. I don't dislike Karen for it. I just dislike the trope, if that makes sense.
But there's a lot of other like smaller characters as well in this. I suppose we should list them off one by one.
There's one character that didn't appear in season 2 that I really missed. That was the city of New York. Remember how in season 1 we talked about like the BB report and like the interviews with the people on the street?
Yeah.
There's a little bit of it, and then as well there's like the Muse graffiti and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And while it makes sense that we don't get those, because obviously Muse isn't there in season 2, I kind of missed those, like the New York of it all, the living and breathing entity that was the city.
It was there to start, but then it kind of got replaced in its entirety by the Kingpin with the making fun of it with the bloated mask and making all these jokes. I actually like that bit.
I liked it too, yeah, but you're sacrificing the New York for that. But I would have liked a bit more of a contrast, I think, between maybe those videos versus what the
people are saying.
Yeah.
I don't know, like it would be good to have them, but I'm gonna be honest, I didn't realize they were gone until you mentioned it to me right now.
That's fair, yeah.
Speaking of BB and Daniel, I like what they were doing here with them. I like the more of them. Like, I liked how more hands-on BB was. Like, even with White Tiger's daughter and her mother, like, they were involved in this one plot to get a chip or a card to BB. So like that involved a few moving parts, and like it's involving like Hector Alaya's character, his daughter, to go to her friend, and that friend poses BB's fan while she's on a date with Daniel. That's a lot of moving parts. That's making it like a real like ensemble, like a lot of moving characters.
Yeah,
you know, like at one point it's like, wait, is BB in like the final fight, the final battle, or anything like that? Like the fact that Hector's daughter's there, like if we get a Young Avengers, is she gonna be there at some point, you know? But,
like BB moves from being kind of someone that's reporting the news to being an active member in what's going on.
Yeah,
and I like that for her. And that change. I do still really like the thought of the thing that finally takes Kingpin down is the murder of Ben Urich. Still hasn't happened yet.
No. They've foreshadowed it all together. He murdered that man.
Yeah.
He strangled him to death, and he said he wasn't going to. And he's not dealt with.
And the fact that BB is still around, because there was the possibility that she might not make it out of this season. I'm glad that she's still around. Yeah. And now she will be fighting for Daniel on his behalf.
Yeah.
And I hope that she's fighting for both Daniel and for Ben Urich. And I really do hope that it's Ben that is the reason why. Like, just think about that. Like, if we only get 3 seasons of Daredevil Born Again, can you imagine the thing that finally brings down this villain is something that happened in season 1 of a previous show, like 6 seasons later? Like, this is like this act that you did in this show is the thing that will be your ultimate demise. And it's from what, 2015, like 11 years ago.
Doesn't she take a job at where her uncle used to work, and didn't his boss show up there for that one cameo?
There's newspaper articles in the background that I recognized from from season 1 of Daredevil.
Really?
Yeah, like it was the Battle of New York. Like, there was this whole thing in with the original, I don't know if you noticed it, in the kind of original run of Daredevil, where they were nearly kind of afraid to reference
they called
the
it
movies.
the incident.
The incident, yeah. And it was so weird. It was like, just say the Battle of New York. Like, that's what we all know it as. But they were nearly kind of afraid to just fully reference it.
Yeah.
And so there was a couple of newspaper articles that I recognized from
plausible deniability.
Exactly.
To say that no, we're our own separate thing altogether. We're not.
Yeah, it's like, or they were like, oh yeah, that guy with the shield, or the big green guy. Like, they don't ever reference by name the people. Like, they're afraid of it. But yeah, I definitely recognize them. But so it was nice to have BB taking an active role, and now she's where Ben used to work, and I hope to God that
don't abandon that, bring her back,
please. She's a good character.
What do you make of what I didn't think they were going to do it. I didn't think he was going to kill Daniel.
It's funny because you were here the day that Daniel died. You hadn't watched the episode, and I asked you some of your predictions, and you're like, I'm really afraid for Daniel, like I hope he doesn't die. And I'm like, he had already died. He was already dead on the floor, and you're there saying, I really hope he makes it to the end. Daniel is an interesting character. He's probably one of the most interesting characters because he is like, he's on the side of Fisk, but he doesn't know how far he wants to go.
He's not on the side of Kingpin.
No, he's on the side of Fisk, but not the side of Kingpin. And he's pushed and pushed and pushed. And it's like, what's his breaking point? Like genuinely, you're fearful for BB's life.
Yeah. Oh,
dude. In some of those episodes.
I was thinking full on Tony Soprano. That's a funny
Well, we
thing.
described him as like a mini Fisk.
Yeah.
So it's like, is this mini Fisk going to kill BB Urich the same way that Fisk killed Ben Urich?
Yeah.
Like, I thought that would have been so...
He can pass off as Wilson Fisk's son. Like,
Absolutely.
If they did this from scratch and it's how many years later, oh look, Kingpin has a son now, and it's this guy, he would pass as that. I like Daniel a lot. It's a shame to not see him there. Like, out of all the Fisk had a lot of recognizable faces in his party. He had two members from the task force. He has his British butler sidekick villain who's a deadly assassin. He has your one who is on the council. She stood by while the governor got his head squished. He has the therapist. He has Daniel as well, and Daniel is the only one that gets killed. The rest of them don't. That bothered me.
Yeah, because he didn't fully commit to the bad guy lifestyle. He was flirting with it, he was teasing it, but he just couldn't fully betray his friend. We'll miss him, but I hope that BB doesn't know what happened to him.
No, but she knows he's dead.
She may, like, that might be her... She's trying to get justice for Daniel in this next season. Like, I think she will be trying to find out what happened to him.
Well, yeah, sure. Keep him alive in that fact, but, you know, like, it's a...
Daniel will haunt BB in the same way that Foggy haunts...
I'm just sick of seeing all these fucking villains not get their comeuppance. I'm sorry. No, that's actually pissed me off now. No, fuck the lot of them. I was so fucking delighted to see that British prick get his fucking gut opened by Bullseye's bullet. What happened to him in the end? What happened to that guy?
Listen, that guy, he's sat there for 8 hours with a bullet hole in him. Like, he's not surviving that.
Did I see a corpse? Nope.
He's definitely
Did I see him in prison? Nope. What about your one? I honestly forget her name. But like she was in the government. She was on his party. I don't know if she was his rep. I don't even know what she was. She stood by letting the governor get himself killed.
I can't remember exactly who you're talking about. Are you talking about the other one that was like, I serve the office of mayor, I don't serve you?
Her.
Yeah.
Yes.
She's not really, I wouldn't say she's with Fisk.
I need her to, like, at the very most get fired. Like, I need her to get something because she was complicit in that as well. No.
You want to take down the entire Fisk administration?
I want everyone to... Yeah, well, they're in on it, and they knew they were in on it. And the fact that the anti-task force guys, none of them died.
Yeah.
Even the one who did kill Hector Ayala, who all of a sudden they're throwing us a bone of
a bit of remorse.
A bit of a remorse because he killed a man. He murdered a guy because he was told that he himself was a killer. Okay. He gives a nod to Matt when he passes him in the hallway, and Powell just smiles as if, I can kick your ass. I'm sorry, pal. Did you forget you had your ass handed to you by this blind man, and all you can do is smirk and smile, blind lawyer who fight? Get your fucking head blown off. No. I hate this guy as well. And they're all still alive. And Daniel died. No.
It's not fair.
And,
but
no,
for the sounds of it, you're being pushed to the level that Karen is. Where it's like, just kill him. We live in a better world if Fisk was dead. By the sounds of it, you're to that, and I need to be the tempered Matt Murdock here. And that's not justice.
The first person who needs to get killed is this so-called Muse 2.
I kind of like the idea. I like the idea.
I like the idea. But she's not going to be the main villain of season 3.
No, but I do like the idea of a villain that isn't a physical threat to Matt in some way. Like,
no,
I don't know what it's going to be.
She's not a black belt in anything or taekwondo.
No,
like she's only brave when she's taking down someone who are in handcuffs. Like, do you know what really pissed me off? It was at the start of the season when she was doing a psychoanalysis on swordsman, and she just completely lies.
Yeah,
and she does that with a brave face, thinking she's doing the right thing, and I'm just going like, you're a cunt. No, you're doing wrong here. You need to. Maybe Muse should have killed you.
Big words. Big words.
Well, maybe Muse will kill her. I do love the haunted images. Like, anytime.
Yeah, they use that quite well.
They do it unexpectedly as well, because they're so focused on hating her, but then all of a sudden you see
she's going through something. Yeah, like she is genuinely haunted by this character
behind a glass mirror, or just peeking in, or like, I like the fact that it's just a stand-in wearing the costume.
Yeah.
Just lurking over there. Like the framing of it was done very well. And it's only her shit. She's like turned into a bit of a scarecrow kind of character.
I mean, Daredevil is known as the man without fear.
Yeah.
But imagine if, he did have a kind of scarecrow level.
Yeah. I don't know what she could do, but like they're obviously going to do something. But she's a bit...
But she could use like hallucinogenics and stuff like that. Like, because don't forget, like, she's a psychologist. Like, imagine her getting into someone's head.
Yeah.
Like, there's room for it. And also, like, have a female villain. It's been a while since we've had that. Like, we had Elektra in season 2, but like, let's have a female villain here.
Yeah. We'll see. But she needs to get dead.
She needs to get dead.
She needs to get got and dead. Who? Do you know what? I like the lawyer who was standing in for Swordsman. I liked her, Murdoch's colleague.
Oh, McDuff.
Is that her name? McDuffie?
Yeah.
I like her.
Kirsten.
I like her a lot. She's a cool character. Speaking of, I was looking forward to seeing Swordsman in this, and I was happy to see what little we got of him. I like the way he plays off. Like he feels like now he's a Daredevil character rather than a Hawkeye character.
I didn't think much of him. I wasn't like, when he first was introduced in season 1, I was like, okay, yeah, sure. It wasn't something that I was like clamoring for to see more of him.
Yeah.
But I did like in The Escape that, yes, these are all prisoners, but some of them are vigilantes. Like they're helping. You know, it's not just like, oh yeah, what do we do? You know, like Jack is there and he is actively participating in like helping all these people. Like, some of these people are heroes and they're not going to stop being heroes just because they're locked up.
In an ideal world where we get our Avengers level team, or at least a coming together of known vigilantes in a given Daredevil,
A new Defenders almost.
Not necessarily a Defenders team, but I'm talking about what we kind of did get at the end of the season, where we had some of our named characters with the citizens of New York. I'm thinking Daredevil, I'm thinking Karen, I'm thinking Frank, I'm thinking Bullseye, I'm thinking Jack, I'm thinking Luke Cage, Jessica Jones, Iron Fist whenever we get them, and I'm thinking who else there that we didn't get? White Tiger's daughter.
Yeah,
like
we got her in her. She had a costume at the end.
Yeah, it's cool. I like, oh cool. I got a few goosebumps when we seen her do a little Black Panther move on the wall there. It's like, oh, she came out of nowhere and she's participating. This like 16-year-old girl taking on fully grown men, as if just because my dad can do this, that means I can do it now.
Was it another uncle? No, or
It was her dad.
Okay, right. So.
Yeah, no, it was BB's uncle who she keeps
Oh
on
yeah, sorry,
referencing.
yeah.
I know. Children, they all look like these days. They're just kids. But yeah, no, I think it's just the actor as well who plays
Jack Davenport. Yeah,
because he's in Better Call Saul. That's honestly the first thing I seen him in, and he was Joel's dad in The Last of Us, and he's going to be in Intergalactic, the Heretic Prophet.
nice. Yeah.
I like seeing the actor in things now. It's kind of cool. It's like one of those things where all of a sudden an actor in his middle in years, 40s or 50s, all of a sudden
has come onto the scene.
Yeah, and they have their big break, which is cool to see. I like seeing things like that.
Yeah.
And like I liked how he was like mocking the system that Fisk has created now in the courtroom. Where it's like, I can't remember what the words he said, but he pretty much said, let the mob.
Kangaroo court. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like this. Yeah. It's. He knew it was false. He knew, like, I think when he was being questioned by the psychologist as well, he was like, do you think like I don't know how to beat this test? Like, you know, and she was like, yeah, no, you may be able to beat it, but like, guess what? I'm the one that is writing the results. So like,
I would nearly like to see him have a scene again with Kate Bishop because he was with her mother.
Yeah.
I'd like to see that again. Like, they made him a vigilante for a reason. Like, I think he does it like because he sees sportsmanship in it.
yeah,
You know,
that's a good way of putting it. Yeah,
like he's not full on vigilante fighting crime. Like he's imagine if like
he's nearly a situational vigilante almost, or not situational, but like he'll come across a crime, but he's not like investigating like Daredevil is.
I think like he is the type of guy, if he's walking down the street and he sees someone snatch a woman's handbag, he's like, haha, I got this. Look at his watch. I got a few minutes to spare.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like what what Bruce Wayne is to Batman, except Bruce Wayne is he dresses up as Batman to do this one thing for sport.
Yeah.
Not to protect the city as the Dark Knight. So that's what I kind of like about Swordsman. So let me see. What out of that laundry list of characters, who have we not talked about? I miss White Tiger. Not gonna lie, I actually do miss White Tiger.
I miss White Tiger from season 1 when he was shot in the head.
Yeah.
I was like, I really like this character.
But I like the fact that he's kept alive through others.
Yeah. That's the case, yeah, with a lot of characters in this show, isn't it? Like, same with Foggy.
Yeah.
And hopefully the same with Daniel.
Yeah, I really do hope with Daniel as well. I just like seeing that actor get his break because, I don't know, it's like, I think he'll pop up in anything. I'll nearly watch it just for him.
Yeah. Because
of who his father was. Mm-hmm. And let me see, we've got, I like the one, not Liv Tyler, she worked with, she was nearly killed at the end, and she says, yeah, Fist, what's her name? Fuck's sake. She's an older woman.
One of the senators, was it?
Is she a senator?
I think so.
Yeah, if I could remember that. She's a notable actor. I don't know when we'll see her again. Maybe in a throwaway scene in a given Thunderbolts-like level movie. Yeah, but Matthew Lillard, I had no idea who he was playing.
He's just kind of like a representative from another crime syndicate or something like that.
Does he work for Fontaine or does he work for someone else?
I'm not, to be honest with you, I don't know. Even the fact that the end where Bullseye is with him, I'm like, I don't know what they're going to do. And apparently Luke Cage was doing it. And there was nearly an exchange that took place.
I think it's more so just he's doing the Black Ops type of stuff.
Hitman work. Just like special missions. Yeah.
I'd see that. I'd be down for that. Like, if Bullseye's not in season 3, I'd miss that.
If Bullseye's not in season 3,
yeah,
I'd be happy with a Bullseye presentation, a special presentation. These special presentations are actually a great idea to shine a spotlight on characters that we may not see again for a while, or something like that. You know, I actually wish there was more special presentations.
Yeah, I'd like to see that. I don't know if they don't make any money because the special presentation that with the Punisher had, like, John Berthold pitched it. Funny thing, he just at the same time it released the week before, a special presentation with him and Ibal Moss Backrack came out with
the bear, yeah,
which is great. But I think that's everyone bar the one character I've been very eager to talk about. Pretty much the default replacement of Frank Castle for the season. Bullseye being here made me not miss Frank.
I agree. His introduction scene in the diner was just like, that was special presentation level of like just this big long extended scene of him showing off his powers, and
he's really showing off, isn't he?
It's really showing off, isn't it? It's more showing off than his powers. But
the straw as well, like the way he puts his hands up and he faces the guy and he's smiling already with the straw in his mouth, and he just shoots a toothpick at the guy. It's like, you give anything to that man, he can use it as a weapon. He used his own teeth as a weapon. It's great. I love it. I love the comic accurate costume he all of a sudden just had.
Yeah,
I like that he's being honest, but he's being like very nearly like sly about it. He's being honest about the fact that I killed your friend. He's not beating around the bush about it. He's saying it to Matt's face. I killed Foggy. I killed your best friend. His death is weighing on my conscience, so I need to balance the scales now.
Yeah, and for him, I don't like. It's such a sociopathic like outlook on it, where it's like it's 1 for 1. Yeah, and it's like, okay, what about all the other people that you killed? Like, just, you're gonna make this right, this one person, because Foggy meant something to me. It's like, all these other people that you killed meant just as much to someone else. But he's just like, I just need to balance the scales. I need to kill someone because I killed Foggy. And it's like, this is he's just psychotic. He doesn't understand how this works at all.
But he's also willing to get killed for it as well. Like, he said, yeah, Karen, go on, pull the trigger, kill me, put me out of my misery, please. Like, he's welcoming death.
Oh yeah, like he's happy to. It's kind of one of those things where it's like, death is what he wants, so he's going to act in such a dickheadish way that he's going to try and get what he wants.
But he's not going to force it.
And he's going to be the winner.
Yeah, but he's not going to force it either. Like, at what point, where are the differences now between Bullseye and Punisher? What are the differences now? Bar, obviously, the trauma of one losing their family and the other one not so much. Because who's Bullseye taking out here? Bad guys.
Yeah. See, the difference is, I feel like still Bullseye could be bought, but Punisher can't be bought. Punisher works on his own schedule and he deems it himself, whereas Bullseye can still be a hitman for hire.
I'd love to see Bullseye and Punisher go toe to toe.
I would like to see them in a situation where they have to work together begrudgingly. Like, I nearly want to see that more than Bullseye and Daredevil.
Yeah, but Bullseye is a Daredevil villain.
He is. Yeah.
Uh,
I couldn't name any Punisher villains, to be honest with you.
no, near the Clive, if I'm going to be honest. But Jigsaw.
Oh yes,
Jigsaw's
Billy Russo. Yeah.
He's a prominent one.
Yeah.
He appeared in
But we only know that because we watched the
Ray Stevenson movie.
Yeah.
That's about it.
Well, no, the I was going to say the
Netflix, the
the
Punisher
Netflix.
show.
Yeah, the Punisher show.
He was a villain in the Ray Stevenson Punisher one.
It's funny because I've seen all of the Punisher films. I've seen the Ray Stevenson one. I've seen the
Thomas Jane one.
and the Dolph Lundgren one.
Yeah.
And I couldn't, and genuinely, I couldn't have said Billy Russo.
Yeah, he's called Jigsaw. Because,
Yeah. But I couldn't tell you any of the other, like the villains for Frank are always someone that was connected to killing his family. Like that seems to always be, he's always finding more people to kill based on
It's
that.
all all of a sudden now. Who are the Nucci family?
Oh, listen, Dave, we're talking about it next week.
But I back to what I was saying. We're getting this TV show, and it feels like we're getting these characters on a consistent level. Like with the MCU stuff, like we're guaranteed another Thor movie, we're guaranteed another Avengers movie, we're guaranteed another Spider-Man movie. Back in the day, it was guaranteed another Captain America or Iron Man movie. Or
Yeah, it wasn't so much if we're gonna get it, it's when are we gonna get it.
Yeah, whereas I feel like we are going to come to the point very, very soon if we are going to get another entry where we have Matt at the forefront or Punisher there or Bullseye there. I don't want to get to that point, and if it takes a presentation to take one step closer to that road, so be it. I would love to see Bullseye on a mission somewhere. And I don't know, it comes to the point where it's not so much about him having to kill someone, it's about him having to save someone, like maybe a child.
Well, I think it's on the tip of your tongue. Like, you know where he would fit perfectly is in a Thunderbolts.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, that's kind of what the Thunderbolts were like these villains that were all put together. It's essentially kind of the Suicide Squad of the MCU.
Yeah.
So I think that Bullseye would fit into that pretty well.
But sure, when are we going to get the next Thunderbolts movie? We're probably not.
Probably not anything. Yeah.
Yeah, like and we know we're satisfied with the Thunderbolts because they're going to pop up in at least one of two Avengers movies.
Yeah.
And that's it. So like, I don't know. Here, look, if we're getting a Punisher in a Spider-Man movie in this day and age, maybe we shouldn't be too surprised of when we'll see the likes of Bullseye coming up next.
Yeah. It's just hard when you want to see the characters and you don't know when you're going to get to see them again.
Yeah, because we're not guaranteed of what's to happen next.
No. Not at all.
But yeah, like
I want to see Miss Marvel again, but I don't know when I'm going to see her.
A little birdie told me when.
What did that little birdie say?
Tweet, doomsday.
Okay, good. Hopefully so. I would love to see an interaction between Miss Marvel
and Bullseye?
No, Spider-Man.
Oh, right. But yeah, I even liked after that one good deed he does by saving the senator, he then makes it his own mission to take out the rest of the task force, even the guy posing as a Bullseye.
Yeah.
Takes him out. Does it very sly as well. Like I'm killing you all. Bullseye walks into a room, you're going to wish he was Daredevil.
See, Bullseye's a bit of a show-off, like we were saying there earlier, because there's that scene where they're leaving the courthouse and Powell is like, oh, Daredevil, prepare the shot, like Daredevil's coming out, or Matt Murdock is coming out of the thing, and Bullseye says, like, not quite, like he like reveals that it's him, whereas if he had said nothing, he would have killed Fisk. You know, he had to show off, he had to have his own moment there.
I suppose you're right. He's such a likable character now.
Yeah.
I think I remembered hating him in season 3.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But I think he's one of those characters that is a you love to hate him kind of character. For me, he's a Ramsay Bolton kind rather than a Joffrey Lannister.
I don't know. Like me and you have different definitions of that.
Yeah, for me, a Joffrey is someone where like, oh, I fucking hate you. Whereas Ramsay, I'm like, oh, I fucking hate you, but I love watching. Like you're a little bastard that you're stirring the pot.
Yeah.
And I don't like that you're stirring the pot, but I actually like to see what the outcomes are going to be of you stirring the pot.
I throw those two characters in the group of I can't wait to see you die.
Mm-hmm. I would put that to... I would agree with that as well, yeah.
For the two of them?
For both, yeah.
I don't know, I still put them in the... Like, I would watch Ramsay more because at least he will get his own hands dirty. Joffrey's just a snivelling boy.
Yeah, well, here's an easy comparison. I would say Joffrey is Powell and Bullseye is Ramsay, where Joffrey and Powell, I'm like, oh, I fucking hate you guys. Like, yous do nothing, like, yous do nothing good, or I don't ever see you in a scene where I'm like, oh yeah, that was a good scene with them, or like, I enjoyed watching what that character did.
Yeah.
Whereas Ramsay, I'm I'm like, oh, what's he going to do? The same with Bullseye. Like, oh, what's he going to do? It's going to be something bad, but I know I'm going to enjoy whatever it is.
I don't know. Like, I don't want to see Bullseye die. Unless it's a out of nowhere brutal moment. Mm-hmm. Unexpectedly as well. Like, could you imagine if they're caught in a situation and then, we know Bullseye's going to come up with some way to get himself out of this, but all of a sudden, whoever's commanding the room just walks up and shoots him in the head.
Bullseye is in a state where he wanted to die. Mm-hmm. I need for him to be in a state where he wants to live and then dies. You know?
That would be a bit poetic, wouldn't it?
Yeah, you can't... If a character wants to die, you can't give it to them.
Yeah.
But if they want to live, unfortunately, you have to take it away from them.
Yeah.
And I think that that's the case with Bullseye.
I'd rather see Kingpin die than Bullseye.
I agree. Yes, I agree.
Really?
Yes.
I'm sad. Who do you think could kill Kingpin? How could he die? What could kill him?
Could he die? To be honest with you, the being stormed by the mob, that seemed to me like it was the perfect excuse.
It is a fitting end.
Yeah, that you wouldn't know who did it. You know, it was just in a group of these people that are mobbing him.
Yeah.
So I think that would have been the most fitting, that I'm doing this for the people that I love, the people of New York, and they're the ones that kill him.
Yeah.
I think that would have been the most fitting end. But otherwise, I don't know. I really don't know. To be honest with you, I wouldn't like to see Fisk die at all, because I would actually quite like to see him play a role in a Spider-Man film, because he is traditionally actually a Spider-Man villain, Fisk.
I know.
I know it's a hard ask because of the whole rights things.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, if they would, okay, maybe, but sure, he's not. I'll put it this way: the fact that the only known villain for Brand New Day is Scorpion, like, they've really checked off the laundry list of rogues galleries. And
no, we've Tombstone as well, don't we?
Yes, still to be determined on what kind of roles they're going to play. But I honestly hope that Scorpion is a beloved villain who's doing bad for the sake of doing good, similar to a Vulture in the Homecoming one.
Yeah.
Like, I want to fall in love with Michael Mando Scorpion because he's Michael Mando, not because he's Scorpion.
Yeah.
So make him a good character. But I hear they had plans for Tombstone. I'm very eager to know what he looks like.
Well, we'll be able to talk about it in 2 weeks' time.
2 weeks' time,
no time at all.
But yeah, overall, Daredevil Born Again Season 2, it was good. Not as good as Season 1, but at least they bookended the Mayor Fisk arc.
Yes.
No Echo, no mention of that. Seems like they're done away with that.
Yeah, it's not a character that I would have expected to see any kind of reference or cameo to. Not one that I would be like, I'm not clamoring for it.
It's okay. You can say I don't care.
Yeah, I don't care. Like, if she was there, great. If she's not, it doesn't bother me whatsoever.
Yeah.
Like, the only reason I suppose to have her there is because they had that connection with Fisk.
Yeah. And they seem to be undoing that altogether. Oh, here's a cool fight I'd like to see. Bullseye and Hawkeye when he was Ronin.
Oh yeah, that would have been cool.
That would be cool.
Yeah, that is cool.
Yeah. Wouldn't this be cool if...
Wouldn't this be cool?
Alright. That's it. I'm done.
You're done? Have you got a recommendation before we let people go?
I'm going to recommend what we're discussing either for us in a few minutes, for the listeners
next week,
unless it's released now, depending on when you're listening to this podcast.
Okay, that's all right.
So you're Punisher,
one last kill.
Should be called One More Kill or Another Kill.
Yeah, it should be. Yeah,
one last kill doesn't make sense. It's like, oh, what does that mean? Anyway,
I'm going to recommend Season 2, Episode 3 of Marvel's Daredevil, the Netflix season.
I know that episode. Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, it's the episode where Punisher and Daredevil have their back and forth.
Yeah, it's a great episode.
On
the roof. Yeah, it's a great episode. I know it.
Yeah,
it is actually a great scene. Seeing the two, especially when he's just chained them up to the chimney.
Yeah, it's like a debate episode almost of them kind of going back and forth between their ideologies of being vigilantes, and I think it's a great episode, and I'm almost certain it's the episode that has the Daredevil hallway scene for that season.
It does, yeah.
It's a great episode.
I remember it happened early on.
Brian, thank you so much for joining me for this episode of Talking Pictures Podcast. Thank you so much for listening. If you enjoyed this episode, make sure to subscribe to us on your favorite podcasting app of choice. And if you haven't already, make sure to follow us on all of our social medias. They're down in the links below. We also have another podcast, which is Saturday Morning Cartoon Club. So if you haven't already, make sure to check out that podcast. We have new episodes on that on the last Saturday of every month, where we're looking back on things like Sinbad, Iron Giant, Powerpuff Girls, Shaolin Showdown, all this kind of stuff. So if you haven't already, make sure to check those out because it's just full of nostalgia. It's a great old time. This podcast is brought to you by Another Happy Studios, so make sure to check out all of the other podcasts on our network. That includes Still Got Legs, Fish and Chip Files, Unfinished Film Thoughts, Another Happy Pod. All that great stuff can all be found at anotherhappystudios.com or on the Another Happy Studios YouTube channel. Brian, any final words before we let these people go?
Does the audio level sound different for me now that I'm sitting
You sat
back
all the way back. Yeah, probably.
Let me know how that goes.
Yeah, cheers. Thanks, Brian.
Thanks, Ava.